Hi guys, in that video I'd like to give you all information you need to know about the Fisker Ocean. All about how it is when you pick up your car, how are the feelings while you're driving. You get everything about the service, how the car is getting serviced, and at the end I give you my opinion, how I'm feeling about a Fisker and if I would recommend this car. So stay tuned, let's fasten your seatbelt and let's go. So I'm Patrick and I ordered my Fisker in February 2022. In July, I paid 5K upfront. I didn't know if the cars really get produced or, like how the car looks like. Then after 1 year, I finally got my Fisker on the 18th of July. So I'm driving this car already like 6 months. So there's a lot of experience I can share with you. How's the order process by today? Today, you can look into the homepage. And on the homepage, you see maybe there are also cars already available. And if the cars are available, you get them within 6 to 14 days. That's awesome, yeah? Also, when you make a total new build, it's not take longer than 3 months. So that's a big jump, which Fisker did already here. And I have to say, that's pretty good. And guys, now it's time to smash that like and subscribe button because it helps me that my contents get pushed through to YouTube and it helps you that I can create much more content as you like. Also leave me a comment what you like to see on my channel. If you're an owner, please feel free to share your experience because I would be really eager to see what you're telling me. I will also meet some owners and share with you guys the experience. So like and subscribe my channel. Thank you so much. So you ordered your Fisker and finally your build is ready. You can pick it up or you can choose that you get it delivered. So how this approach is happened. Fisker normally informs you, okay, where is the car and when you can get it. Sometimes there are a couple of delays. It depends a little bit on the forwarder. There's some forwarding issues as we're all aware of. But anyhow, how it looks like when your car is getting delivered home. This is what you can check up on a really cool channel called Fisker Ocean Specialist. Link is below in the description. That's from my buddy Mike, and he just got his Fisker 14 days ago. I really can recommend it. I picked my car up in Munich in the motor world, and I have to say it was awesome. It was really cool because all the people there took a lot of care. They explained me the car, yeah. It was really cool. And for me, it was super excited to see the car from the first time because this car is really beautiful built. It's lovely. The design is cool. I don't like to go down the road too much anymore, and it's really lovely. If you sit into the car, because I've never seen that before, it was a little bit like a girl or a man or whatever you like, yeah. I don't know how you know that. Sometimes you meet a person, you think, wow, it's cool, it's really nice. But you don't have these feelings. But with the time, you deliver a lot of feelings and then you finally fell in love. And that's a little bit with a lot of functions within here with the Fisker. And you can see that really having a Fisker is a little bit like a relationship because there are ups and downs. There's another thing, it's really good done from Fisker, I need to say, and this is this tiny thing here. I show it into the camera, yeah. That's your charging card, which is paired with the Fisker charging app. Because if you never own an EV before, yeah, it could be very frightening when you're jumping into the car and then finally you think, oh, I just have XYZ% left. When it's coming up to 15% the first time, you're really like, ooh, sitting on a hot pot and more or less you're going to in your pants because you think, shit, what happens now when I'm stuck on the side, yeah? So you have here a card where you can get charging, really get done. This is what you can prepare before you even pick up your car. And secondly, the cool thing is when you're looking into your navigation system, it always tells you when is the next charging station. So normally that should be a no-brainer with it that you're doing. That's pretty good done. That's a very good solution. So open the door and as you see, it's a massive door, really good quality, yeah. One of the first things which are very, very important for everybody are the seats, yeah. You can see you can adjust the seats, like the lane, yeah. You can go back and forward with them, yeah. You see here it's a black Abyss seating. For those normally following up my channel, they know that I have the blue interior. That's not my Fisker, by the way. My Fisker is maintenance right now. Then what you don't have is anything how you can pump up for your neck, and these seats are not air ventilated, but you have a heating system with it. They're very comfortable, they're very lovely. You don't need it because you have a lot, you're fixed in quite good, yeah. They're super comfortable, yeah. You have a lot of, how can I say, hold when you're going into the curves, which quite happen often with that car. Very good, super lovely. So as I said, you sit very comfortable in the Fisker Ocean and everything is really reachable, yeah. Very cool, and I said it so often in my videos, and I recommend to look my other videos as well, is the rear view. It's so lovely with the camera inside. It's crystal clear. With the latest updates, the update is 1.11 in that car. You don't have any issues with it anymore. Talking about cameras and technology, what I really love at this car is really the camera functions. Yeah, you see here, this is the front camera while you're parking. That it's really cool. What I use quite often, especially when it comes into very tiny areas, is the cameras in the mirrors, which, as you can see, you know, like looking on your left and right steering wheel, so you're not, you know, like killing your rims when you're making parking or something like that. And yeah, the back rear camera, we see here again, there's some flashes on it. It's really good. It's maybe not the best option here. It should be cleanable, as I said in another video, but they're really cool. What you also have here is from a side that you get a total overview, or what is really cool, what I like, is also the 3D surrounding. And I have to say, look at this, it's really cool. Yeah, even we see the water tower next to us here, very clear, very nice. So in total, I have to say the quality of the build is really lovely, especially when you're taking in consideration the recycling elements inside. Yeah, everything is recycled material, sustainability is key. And I have to say it's really lovely then. Also black looks very elegant, yeah. From the big screen, also you can see now to the top here is all the buttons where you can make everything about illumination. Yeah, you can open everything for the California mode. Yeah, you can make all lights on, switch them off. So that's a really cool. Also you have SOS, or in a case, you know, like of emergency, you need to make in flash lighting. This is what you can see here with that elements. So finally, we're sitting in the Fisker. How is it to drive? And I have to say, as I said before, that car is just awesome. Yeah, it's super silent, it's super comfortable, but it's still, as you can see, very direct. Yeah, so sitting in a Fisker is absolutely a pleasure. Yeah. What is also very cool in a Fisker is that car gets you a lot of attention. Yeah, so it means when you're going into the city, everybody is ringing his head up. It will look after you because you don't see it so often, and the design is just beautiful. But stay within the car. Yeah, you have different modes, as I said in my previous videos. Yeah, I was driving even that car now in winter on an icy road, and I tell you, I was totally surprised about how much grip you're having with that car. I never have seen an EV with that power, because we're talking is still about 564 horsepower when you're driving it with full speed, that you have so much grip. The Porsche Taycan I was driving also in another video, I was driving this also on an icy road, and I can tell you that car didn't have this grip. And that's a Porsche, yeah? So that's really lovely. You see the four-wheel drive. You have a very good ADAS system, I need to say, which gives you, you know, like front collision. You see here, it's directly recognizing now that we have a green light. If we were standing on this green light, then the car would remind you when it's switching to red with an alert, or vice versa. It would let you know, hey, watch out, it's getting green now. So that's really, really good done. Yeah. The other thing which is lovely to be in a Fisker is, as I said, the ADAS itself works good. Sometimes it falls apart, but you have front collision, you have a lot of technique. In my opinion, you have a very, very good navigation system. Yeah, and you see, for example, here all this kind of stuff which I said before. You can look for loading stations. Yeah, you can choose where it likes to be. They are clear by. Then it measures, you know, like where you need to go. It's really real-time data, because it's looking where the changes are. So that's why it took a little bit, because it tells you is it free, is it not free. So I have to say everything is cool. I tell you, the sound system, yeah? The sound system in that car is blowing away. You have this 3D sound system, yeah? This is absolutely freaking good. You can see, for example, how much adjustments you're having in that car, yeah? Then something the people really often ask me, what is about the range? So the range, as you can see at the moment, for the 4.2 kilometers we drive in the car right now, we used 3 kilowatts. Of course, you can say, so, oh, 3 kilowatts, that's quite a lot. Yeah, we've been filming now outside. The heat pump needs to heat up the car, and that's quite good. So as shorter your driving distance with EVs, yeah, of course, as more energy consumption you're having, yeah. But anyhow, answering the question straightforward, what is the usage of that car? How many miles you can get? Please remind, we have a 100 kilowatt, a little bit more than 100 kilowatt battery. And they say normally you can go 707 miles, some kilometers, or 360 miles. For me personally, you're driving with that car, you drive around, I would say 180 to 220 miles. In winter time, which is about 300 to 400 kilometers in summertime, in the fun mode. And in the summertime, you use about 20% more. Between the modes, yeah, Earth mode use about 15% less than the fun mode, and hyper takes another 5 to 10% more as the fun mode. So from the range, yeah, I would say you easily can go, as I said before, approximately 400 to 600 kilometers, depends. Winter is 400, maybe in summer 600 kilometers, depends how you drive, of course, the conditions, stuff like that. And in winter you have like 20 to 30% less range. A very, very important topic is, how's the service from Fisker? Is the car really good quality build or not? Okay, my car at the moment, as I said, is on maintenance, yeah? So I think the first cars which they produced, they could have some issues, but with the later builds, we don't see any quality issues anymore, yeah? That's a little bit later built car, as my one, and as you can see, the quality is really high. There can be still some software issues, yeah, some bugs, which you're going to fix, and as you can see, also over the period I'm drauf a Fisker, I had multiple updates. So what you hear sometimes in the internet, and I would not give it too much an effort on, is that people claiming about the service of Fisker. And I said it also in my other videos, yeah. Of course, sometimes it's hard to get hold of the people, and sometimes you need to push them a little bit. But hey, with what car manufacturer does not happen? I was driving BMW, I was driving Porsche, I was driving Volkswagen, Skodas, and so on. And I never had a really good service which been 100% correct. And I think when you buy a car, and it's still a mass production, we should not forget that, there can things happen, and there will be things which you don't like too much, yeah? So therefore, what is the service about with Fisker? You get a technician, and since they developed the technicians, yeah, or they brought technicians to the area, you can see wherever forum you are, is it on Reddit, which I can recommend to join the Reddit forum for Fisker here, yeah? You see there is a big development of service around the whole car. If you have an issue, a technician comes around and stuff like that. Winter tire exchange, but been beautiful. I made a video about, yeah? So there are a couple of things. On the other hand side, sometimes it takes also time, yeah? As I said, it goes a little bit up and down, yeah? So I had, for example, the air vents are going to get fixed now within my car, and it took me nearly 3 months now, that after we have seen the problem, that there was a reaction on that. Updates I got really quickly, but other stuff sometimes go a little bit slower. You still, you know, like when you're buying today a Fisker, keep in mind, it's still a startup, and they need to build up people. And then it depends also in the area you are. Maybe there's somebody who's not so good in another area. Of course, they're going to get better and better, but there could be, you know, like issues with it. But in principle, I have to say, I really like the service, and they're getting better. So we talk now about the service, the communication from Fisker. We talked about the technicians, but where physically your car gets maintenance and repaired. So it depends a little bit in which area you are, because they have their own garages. Yeah, they have their own centers where you also can look at a car and you can, you know, like get your car maintained. If this is not applicable in your area, yeah, or for say more tinier fixes like tire changes, stuff like that, they take partners. Yeah. So, and therefore you need to ask for where is your designated partner. For example, my partner was 10 kilometers away, where I got the tires then finally changed. Everything worked smooth. It was organized by Fisker. This is the model how they're doing. Yeah. What I also have to say, for example, when we're talking here again a little bit jumping to the updates, yeah, and technical stuff. You need to understand that a lot of the parts which are used in the car are not designed or manufactured by Fisker by their own. Yeah, it's not invented by them. So they buy a lot from the market, and therefore it's not so hard to get this car serviced. By the way, yeah. Answering now the question, can I recommend that car? Well, can I? You see my journey here on the channel. You see what happened with my car. I was owner from the first time. Fisker told me I got one of the first 20 cars being delivered worldwide. One of the cars being mine. They've been very open with me that there could be some bugs with the software, which applicable also. Yeah, I had my issues. Please join my channel to look into that. So after all this, you know, like, and even now not having my car, can I recommend that? Yeah. Looking on the stock market right now, they burned more or less 80% of their stock price in the last half year now. They're fighting for survive. But I think they make now a very, very important change. Instead of just pumping out stuff and thinking, okay, hey, the car is so good, it sells by itself. Now they're really looking into the service. Now they like to develop this car and they like to give you the service like to have. I'm pretty sure with this beautiful design and the real quality of that build, because most of the issues the car had or still have is software related and can be fixed. But with this pivot now of the management, yeah, with these changes they have done, I would say the company Acer-wise, I like this business model. Fisker just need to wake up. The management needs to look forward that they implement it quicker. They also need to look forward for if you have an issue to solve this quicker. But therefore, I have to say, riding that car, I love that car. It's so comfortable. It's something you need. It have the power. It have everything. And it will have so many cool features for the future for, I would say, very affordable price. I can recommend to buy this car. I like it. I will stay with that car. And the cool thing is, I said it quite often on this channel as well. My girlfriend normally didn't like the car because we had some issues at the beginning, which happened, by the way, especially when the 12-volt battery was damaged. But it's not happening with the newer build, as I said previously before. But now she loves it. He drives it. She loves it. Everything is fine now. So I think we have here a really good quality car for less money. I like to see this company succeeding. I like to see more designs, cooler designs. I like to see, you know, like what happened in the future with the car when they make a facelift and stuff like that. So if you like to buy a Fisker, I would say thumbs up to that. I will do that. And guys, it was really a pleasure to have you here. Thank you so much for watching. Have Merry Christmas, Happy New Year, and hopefully see you soon. Cheers, bye-bye.